Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome back to my channel. So don't worry, don't think I've been attacked or abused, but I kind of have by my dog. She went to the vet today. So for today's video, I'm thinking about doing a little holiday winter makeup look, more on the glam side. We have some glitter in here. So if you're interested in watching how to do a little step-by-step holiday makeup tutorial, then let's get on into the video. So I'm gonna go ahead and tuck my hair behind my ears. My hair's so flat today. I just washed it last night, so I haven't like styled it or anything, so it's looking, I'm just embarrassed by this. I want to like cover it up. Oh, she had just gotten her nails cut, so they were a little sharp, and she just, when she was latching onto my shoulder like, "Mama, don't let me go," she got me. So I'm just going to start off with my brows, and I'm just going to brush through them with my spoolie on a brow pencil, but I'm not using this today. I'm just going to use my Benefit Brow pomade right here. And I'm going to kind of speed through this part because I don't really like describing how I do my brows, because I feel like everybody kind of does their brows a little bit different than others. We all have different like eyebrow shapes and different thickness and all that jazz. Alright, then I'm going to go ahead and prime my face. Guys, I'm so excited that I watched this video. I forgot whose video it was, but this is the Catrice Prime and Fine Soothing Refiner, and this is a complete 100% dupe for the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. This stuff was sold out at Ulta for the longest time, and I got it, and I think it's like $6 maybe. I will definitely link it so you guys can get, well, I put way too much on, so you guys can get your hands on it, but it literally does like the same effect that the Silk Canvas does. It feels a little different. Like this one feels a little more slippery. Maybe that's the best term. But it feels really good. It feels really soothing. So I'm just gonna set down my eyelids with some concealer before I go in to my eyeshadow. Guys, I graduate college, and after this Friday, it'll be a week. I'll be done with college for forever, and I'll be looking for a job. So for today's eye look, I'm going to be going in with the Morphe 35F palette. And this palette is so pretty. It's got like a bunch of berry tones and purples. I think I'm gonna use a little bit of a purple today. I'm not trying to get like extremely crazy. This one looks pretty. I may want to use that one. I don't know if you can tell on camera. It's got like some silver flecks in it, so I kind of want to use that. So using my Morphe Y16, I'm gonna go in to this shade. I'm going to go into this shade right here. It's a little more warmer than that one. That's a little more cooler. Now I'm just going to pop that into my crease. Wow. So I didn't set my eyelids because as long as I'm using like a thin concealer, not too thick of one that'll make my eyelids crease, but thin enough to where it kind of dries down a little bit more than like a dewy concealer would, I don't set it with powder, because that's the whole point of like an eye primer. Unless you want to just cover up your veins and everything underneath, then you can set it down with powder and that will be perfectly fine. But lately I haven't been setting it, because when you don't set it and you just apply concealer and then eyeshadow right on top of it, it adheres to your eye a lot better, and it's a little more pigmented, so you don't have to use as much product as you would if you would have set your eyelids. Then I'm going to go into this shade right here, which is just a little bit darker than this one, and put that one right on top of the first shade, but not as high. Just right in there on the crease. So I'm going to be using some glitter today on my eyes, just on the inner part of my lid. And if you have not used glitter before, this may be a little bit intimidating, and you definitely don't have to use that step. But I personally love this glitter. I got it for, I think, my birthday this past year, and I have not been able to put it down. Then using this brush that I got from Amazon, I think they're sold out, but if I find the kit, I'll link it down below. I'm gonna go into this more reddish brown right here and pop that onto my outer corner. So I'm thinking of doing freelance makeup, and so when I first start out, it'll probably mainly be in the Brookhaven area, because that's where I will be living for a while, and I will pretty much only be able to do it on weekends, which usually that's the only time that freelancers usually even get appointments, because all of the events that people go to are on the weekends. So I'm thinking about doing it. I know it's gonna be kind of stressful in the beginning because I'm just starting to learn things about it. I think I've been practicing, like I've done my mom's makeup before. I've done my sister's multiple times. I do my friends sometimes. So like I've practiced doing makeup on other people, but I feel like before I charge people money for it, I kind of want to practice just a little bit more on some people for free. But I don't know when I will start that. I do need to make some money because I know I'm not going to have a job for just a little while. So I'd like to be making some money within that range. I don't know if there's going to be any events going on while I don't have a job other than like Christmas parties. So like if you want your makeup done for a Christmas party, hit me up. I just got to get my like tools and things, like disposable things, so I don't give anybody an eye infection. Don't want that to happen. So I'm gonna take my finger and go into this shade right here and just kind of start applying that to the outer part of my eye. Oh, that is so pretty. See, I'm all about a dark lid, like especially in the winter time. I love it. This kind of, I think since it has like silver sparkles within it, that it's making it super metallic looking without being chunky. That's the thing about these Morphe shadows, is they're super metallic without being like chunky. I'm just gonna blend that shade with everything else that I have already laid down. I'm filming this look before class, so I'm anxious to see what kind of looks I get. People will be like, why do you have a full face of makeup on in class? I mean, typically I always wear makeup to class, but never this much or this dark. So I'm kind of anxious. Then I'm going to take this shade right here and pop that into like the middle of my lid and going into the inner part. Comment down below what your Christmas theme is this year for decor style. Mine is more of the glam, like icy look. So like I have a lot of gold and silver and rose gold stuff all around the house, and like blush colors. That is my style this year, and I absolutely love it. The majority of the stuff that I found was either from Walmart or like the Dollar Tree, so I just made it work. So for the star of the show today, this is the Stila Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow, and this is in the shade Kitten Karma. I also got this, I think I already said this, I got this for my birthday this past year, and I love it. It's more of like a champagne pink color, and I'm just gonna pop that right there on the inner part of my eye. And the best thing about this stuff is that it's like a liquid, so it's not a loose glitter. And the doe foot applicator applies it perfectly where you want it to go. And it blends really nicely with the rest of your look. and you can just add more and more on top of it for how much intensity that you want. I'm just going to take a clean brush that is really soft that I got in my BoxyCharm this month of November and just kind of blend that glitter into the shadow so that it doesn't look like I just slapped it on there. Now I would definitely do the glitter before you do your foundation because you can kind of see little glitter particles on my face. So I would definitely, if you're going to use this glitter, to do your eyes first. If you want a cheaper alternative from the Stila, Pixie from Target has some really great options too, and they're a lot cheaper, so go check those out too. Those are gorgeous. So moving on to foundation, I'm going to be using my Makeup Revolution foundation. This stuff has been my favorite. Even though like I've never really loved matte foundations, this matte foundation is not too matte to make you look like you have absolutely no moisture in your face. It just looks like it's smooth and perfect. So first I'm going to go in with shade F8 and just do a little bit. Since I'm not self-tan, I'm not going to do too much of F8, but the other shade that I have, if y'all watched that video where I reviewed it, was way too white for me, so I'm just using, Glottal Fry using. I'm just going to use a little bit of this. And then I'm going to go with F6 and kind of put that in the spots that I didn't put F8 in and fill in those spots. Kind of make it even so those two shades mix together perfectly and I don't look dry when I put it on. So if you don't like matte foundations, you might still love this foundation, and I think it's $12 from Ulta, so hit it up. I'm going to go in with my Morphe sponge and blend that out. So for concealer, I'm going to mix two Colourpop concealers together, and it's the only, I think it's the only concealer they have. Well, it's the only liquid concealer they have. I'm going to mix together light 10 and light 16. So for light 10, it's a little too light for me, so I'm just going to put that where my inner corner is. That's really only the place that you want to highlight, make it really bright, is the inner corner, because it'll give off that effect that you are well rested, even though we all know that we are not. And then I'm going to take light 16 and go underneath that. You can't tell a huge difference between the shades, but I can. I think this concealer is only $6 too. You have to get it on Colourpop.com though. I'm going to set the rest of my face with my Becca Hydro Mist Set and Refresh powder. Love this stuff. Again, this is the powder that makes you feel like you have water on your face. It's like in the powder, and I love it. I wish it didn't have that net on there though. The net is a little unfortunate, which is like, when I mean net, I mean like this thing right here. So like you can dip it into the powder if you want to. Some people have cut off the net. I'm kind of afraid to do that though, because I really don't want to mess something up. Sometimes I try to get crafty like that, and it just doesn't turn out how it should. To give my face some hydration while I'm doing my like liner and eyelashes, I'm going to spray my face with the Pixie spray. I'm going to curl my lashes. I need to get a new eyelash curler because this one is disgusting. And I'm going to go in with some Lancome L'Oreal Big mascara before I put on my lashes. You guys, don't be intimidated by putting on lashes. It took me a while to figure out how to do it, but once you practice a few times, just like be sure to go to Walmart and get like the cheapest kind and practice using those so you don't waste too much money. But once you get the hang of it, it is Super easy and you'll love it. You just need to find the lashes that are comfortable on your eyes as well. I personally don't love like lashes that are really heavy and uncomfortable on my eye. Because I mean, I have pretty small eyes, so a lot of stuff can tend to feel a little bit too heavy, and it kind of makes me sleepy when I feel like I can see the lashes and it's dark up there. Like, I get a little tired. I'm gonna apply my Euphoria by Jazzy lashes. I think I've used these. I think I used these in my, I don't even know, but I need to just pull the glue off, but I've already cut them. While my lash glue is drying, I'm just gonna finish up on my lower lash line. And I'm gonna start off by using this shade that I used first, right underneath the lash line. I'm gonna use this with one of my Morphe brushes and just drag that underneath. Then with my new Luxie brush that I got in my BoxyCharm, I'm gonna take the red shade right here and put that close against my lower lash line, and then I'll buff it out. I'm just gonna take one of my Morphe brushes and tap into that black just a little bit and just put it right on the outer corner of my lower lash line. Then I'm gonna take this Collab bronzer, and I forget what shade this is in, but there's only 2 shades, and I think this is the lighter shade out of the 2. And I'm just gonna take my Morphe R31 and use this to contour my cheekbones. This is a really pretty bronzer for a really good price, and the packaging is nice too. It's super sleek and smooth, and I just really like it. Then I'm gonna take my Morphe M106 and dab into that same bronzer and just start bronzing up the whole cheekbone area. And this bronzer has a really pretty undertone. It's got a little bit of a warm undertone, but nothing too crazy to where you look like you're red. And I just really like it. Then for blush, I'm gonna use my Laura Geller Baked Blush in Brighton in the shade Tropic Hues. I got this in my, I think it was my October BoxyCharm. And I'm just gonna use my Luxie 516 Duo Fiber Brush to do this. Just pop that on. This is a really pretty winter shade because it's like that very rosy color, and it's got a little bit of a sheen to it, so it's gonna give a nice glow to your cheekbones. But keep in mind that this might emphasize your pores since it has a little bit of shimmer in it. So just remember that whenever you think about buying it. Now for highlight, I'm so excited. I love this highlighter. I've been wanting to have this for a long time. I think it's only $6 if I'm not mistaken. This is by Colourpop in the shade Flexitarian, and this is their Super Shock Cheek Highlighter. And it actually came out of the pan a little bit, but if you can tell, whenever I put my finger in it, it kind of smushes down, and it's a super cool formula. I really love this stuff. And I'm gonna take my Morphe M501 and put that on the brush. Tap it. Oh, it's so pretty. It's like a nice icy champagne color. It's super pretty and it's not too much. I'm just gonna pop a little bit of that on to my inner corner. And I'm gonna set my face with my Pixie spray. And for lips, I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte lipstick. This is their chocolate collection, and this is in the shade Dose of Cocoa, and this one's got a little bit more of a brown undertone. Some of the lipsticks in that collection has a little bit of a peach undertone. This one is nice and brown and nude. The reason that it's a chocolate collection is it smells like chocolate, so it's both a blessing and a curse, because it smells good because it's chocolate, but then you want to go eat some chocolate and then you gain weight, and then it just all goes downhill from there. Alright you guys, and this is the final look for today. So I just love this kind of look for the fall. Now, I didn't use as much berry tones as I didn't use any berry tones today. Of course, it's more of a neutral color. But the glitter in the wintertime is just so pretty, because like everything I love is just glittery. The lashes are very natural. Of course, they are by Euphoria by Jazzy, and I think these were $10, and she is a fellow YouTuber, so go check her out and show some support. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned a few things, saw some new products, so you can go make a purchase or add to your Christmas list. So again, if you like this video, be sure to give a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, and be sure to click that notification bell right next to it so that you will be notified when I upload my next video. So until then, I hope you guys have a great rest of the day and a great rest of the week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.